Good morning. I just pruned my plants and did some replanting or repotting, kind of. I didn't really repot because I don't want to put my gloves on. There's one bell pitcher plant. This is the mother plant. That's my red hibiscus plant. I think it's like mahogany something. And then my ZZ Raven probably needs to be repotted. Oh, I forgot to trim this one. Oh, easy. I do want to plant my cotton soon because in Florida it's good to plant them late March. I don't have the money to go pay for a new pot or whatever. I mean, I do have some trading pots. I have this plastic pot, but I also want a clay pot, and I do have some raised beds that I could do. One of my coworkers actually, he started a garden and he said that he'd give me some tips and all that. He's growing pumpkins right now, so next year I should be getting some pumpkin seeds, not just to plant, but also to eat. He likes to make pie, pumpkin pie specifically. He told me he'd give me the scraps, and I'm really grateful for him for that. This week is still a no spending week, so we're going to stay inside. The first purchase I want to make is a $59 at least purchase from Hobie. I talked about this on my Mutuals Only post on TikTok. My husband and I, our 5-year anniversary is coming up, and I think it'd be really, really cute to make an outfit for the 5-year anniversary. That's in October, so plenty of time. And what I want to do is do a top that comes here and then attaches a bell sleeve right here, and then kind of solid, and then cut that off, right? And then add a dress, but make a dress that can tie right here to the top. So I'm gonna have to have lacy ending down here, and then have a really big billowy dress, kind of starting in red all the way down to black. And I think that would be really cool to crochet. I'm gonna have to maybe do pineapple stitch or figure some other kind of stitch, but that's in the plans too. Still working on the cloud top recovery, but I also brought out fabric because I want to sew. So that actually might be what I'm doing today. So, yeah. Also, I remembered I've re-bleached my roots. Nice. I kind of want to open this window, but it's Sunday, and I think the neighbors are actually off on Sundays. I'm pretty sure they're religious, so they tend to be working in their backyard on Sundays. One of them's a woodworker. Their kids constantly go back and forth through the yard, and I don't want them to look at me. For now, I'm not going to open this window. It is daylight savings time. I can already feel my mood be better. I'm in the sewing room. I do need to put the sewing machine back to where it goes, but I got my fabric down here. I will show you once I turn on the light, but I'm kind of enjoying this little coziness before summer. I have this pile growing of potential ideas, and I feel like I should keep them, but also it's just me practicing how to draw. I'm kind of sentimental about things, but also there's just so much in here and I don't know where to put it. Speaking of that, I do have this from yesterday when I was at work. Very rough draft. So I didn't know if I wanted to do pants or not, but this is the idea for the dress tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but for whenever I go and start that project. Up here is where it's going to connect. That's all going to be red. And I want to connect it with red flowers, like a flower vine or whatever that you can get from a craft store. And then same with down here, it's going to be black flower vine. It's going to be a lace skirt. This is going to be solid. Right here, I'm going to double it up so that kind of gives that ruched look right here. Almost like an empire waist thing. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then these big old bell sleeve, that's also going to be laced. I'm probably going to keep this. I think I might actually put it with my work keys because I can draw upon it. Sometimes when I'm really in a focused mood for a big project, I will just stick it with my work ID. And then in the work ID, I'll pull it out anytime I'm on up front and there's nothing to do. And then I'll just doodle around and play around with it and gain more inspiration. I did write some patch notes or whatever. Oh, I did draw the back as well, which isn't that pretty. But the patch notes basically just say flowers and then the colors I'm going for. I'm hoping by next week that they'll have it in stock. one of the reasons why I'm going through Hobie instead of Hirschner is because I want to purchase from Hirschner so I can get that experience and know what their yarn is like, is because the yarn I want is not in stock until May. What perfect timing to just go for Hobie's yarn. Also I bleached my hair. I keep on forgetting to tell you, I re-bleached my roots. I did my husband's hair too, and he looks so cute. He wants me to do more. We did like a tiny strip to test out if he likes it or not, and he does. It kind of reminds me of way back when during HHN, they had this dance troupe, and I can't remember what they're called at the top of my head. Academy of Villains. And one of the main character dancers, I don't know if he's the main guy, which if he was the main guy, then he's kind of a bad person. But he always looks so cool because he had this like streak of white right here with curly hair. And my husband has curly hair, and now he has the streak of blonde. And we're waiting to bleach like more of his hair, and then I'm gonna put purple in his hair because like his job, like he can kind of hide his hair, and that's why I kind of want to get snake bites, because I can hide my snake bites if I wear my mask, and I do wear my mask to work. So anyways, we're gonna bleach more of his hair, and then I'm gonna get his roots because I really didn't do a good job getting his roots because I'm like nervous to do too much of his hair. And then we're gonna put purple in his hair so that it can sit for a little bit, and then as he's rinsing it out, it turns silver. That's the goal right now. Silver or white. It's gonna hit silver first probably, but he wants that silver hair, and I'm so excited because I haven't been able to play with color in so long, and I want to do color in my hair so badly. I'd love my hair to be purple, but I can't just hide this under a hat. I don't think that's going to happen this week. I think it's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. We don't wash our hair every single day. You're not supposed to wash your hair every single day. A lot of people are like, oh, but my hair gets extremely oily. Don't put conditioner on your roots. That's one of the reasons why your hair is probably super oily, is because you're probably putting conditioner right on your roots. Don't do that because that's going to block your pores, and of course your hair is going to be oily. On top of that, I've learned a lot of people like swear by lather, rinse, repeat. I only do one wash. Maybe I use a higher quality shampoo. Right now I'm using Aussie and it smells really good. Changing to a kind of higher quality shampoo like really helped my hair not get oily as fast. I know it's a higher price point, but you're using less product, so just go for it. Our shampoo lasts us months. I had an ex actually who used like, I don't know what was it, but he used kitchen products to wash his hair. He was like super frugal, and I'm like kind of envious of him in a way, but not really, because I'm like, wow, I have no joy in this. He was extremely frugal, knew all like the natural things to use in replacement of all those like chemicals for your hair and your body in general. Don't put conditioner directly on your roots. Not good for your hair. Your hair will be so much happier. Like right here and down. Because honestly, the conditioner is just to detangle your hair anyways. So your roots don't need to be detangled unless you got really matted hair. At that point, you should cut it. But yeah, let's get back to the sewing room. Back in the sewing room with my new dog bed. It's kind of small, but it's okay. It's comfier than the other one. It's more raised. My dog's got a new dog bed. My sister-in-law's dog passed away not too long ago. Neither of her current dogs use the bed, so she gave it to us, and our dogs are familiar with that dog that passed. They kind of, well, one of my dogs, Apollo, this little guy right here, he cuddles up on that bed. He likes it. I took this smaller bed, and the bigger bed goes under my husband's desk so that they have somewhere to lay down. That's not right under his chair, and it's been kind of nice. New dog bed for us, buddy. New dog bed. Mwah! All right. So now that we're here, I have this fabric, which is pre-washed. Ooh, you can see the sparkle. Oh, I love when you can see the sparkle in the film. And then I have these buttons. I need to make an order on Wawak. Wawak? I don't know. My coworker says Wawak. I've heard Wawak. It's a Notion store online that's pretty cheap as far as I know. Everything I've heard about it is that it was cheaper than Joann's in the first place. So I'll probably make an order for buttons eventually. I know somebody was talking Trick or something. He's a cosplayer on TikTok. He was saying that you have to make bulk orders, and that's probably why it's cheap, because you're making bulk orders. I'm probably going to end up buying zippers from there because honestly, that'd be really nice. Oh, also, that's another thing. 44 bucks I need to buy a Kona cotton like sample book. That's going to be really, really great. I mean, I probably had to pay shipping, which yeah, shipping is probably going to be like 10 bucks, which sucks. I need one of those because lately I've been really all about like just using solid cotton colors because I want to decorate it with like my crochet projects. Use all my decorated stuff, like my tablecloth stuff, use that as like a dress. I don't know how else to explain it, but like that's not going to be the main. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this isn't going to be like the main portion. If I were to make a whole dress out of this wouldn't be the main. This would be like decorative. This would just be like pockets or something. Whereas if I bought the solid Kona cottons, that would be the main portion of the dress, and then have the color matching of whatever purples in here as the solid dress. I'd probably go for black, to be honest, but that's just an example. Which, speaking of, what I'm going for this top, I'm just making a top because I want another top. I'm making the bodice of this, and I'm going to use like 4 buttons, or 8 buttons rather. This only has a sample of 4. So I'm making this top with these buttons, and then also instead of those sleeves, I'm going to use the sleeves from this one. I love these sleeves, the one on the yellow one. I love those sleeves so much. I use them for like almost every single project because they're so pretty. They poof out in the perfect way, and you don't even have to wear shoulder pads. I think it's because the cotton I use a lot of like film cotton, not film cotton. I don't know why I can't say any of these things, but it's like metal cotton or something. It's definitely not pure cotton because foil cotton. Oh, and I also pre-washed this, so even better. It's not going to shrink. I did make a shirt using like this pattern before, but I took it apart because I was like, it's not my style. I don't like it. And turns out I did like it. I just didn't like what I did with it because the sleeves were too tight on me, and it's because I didn't wash my fabric. And I probably used the wrong size on this because I learned not too long after, but a little bit shortly after my first few projects, I learned that the sizes of sewing patterns on here are not the sizes of normal like wear. On top of that, I have gained weight, so I know I keep on saying it, but it's something that's like, if you are into fashion, you have to be aware of your portions and where that weight goes. I took that apart. It was like a purple top. I think I did purple here, and then I did what did I do? Maybe purple buttons, or was it purple? Either way, I used a fabric that was similar to this fabric, fabric right here. It wasn't quite as spooky. I don't think I got this from Joann. I don't know where I got this. Probably Joann, but I don't remember. Similar to that fabric, but it was like more galaxy print. And then I want to like make a skirt, and then I don't know, maybe make detachable pockets or something. I have shorts, so I don't need more shorts, but also I want something different. I feel like I don't have enough black skirts or pants, but I do. Like, that's all I wear. So if I have enough fabric, actually, maybe I'll make a solid shorts out of this. I know I don't really want to do like clothes using decorated fabric, but also I don't know what else I want to do. I have a bunch of fabric, and I don't want to make another shirt using this fabric. I want to be more into making solids clothes, and I also want to preserve all my fabric because like we're going through a recession, baby. But also like I have so much fabric. And some of the fabric I grew out of, but I haven't grown out of the purple yet. I'm trying to get better about summarizing how I want this week to go. The focus for this week was to bleach my hair, but my husband last minute was like, hey, I'm going to take a shower, so you want to bleach my hair tonight? And I had way too much bleach left over, so I ended up bleaching it yesterday. So it is technically this week, because today is Sunday. And since we've already finished that, now we can get onto sewing, which sewing should be like a breeze. I just want to make this top, at least cut it out today, maybe get some of the pieces like pinned together. After that, I do want to go back and work on the crochet top. It's very tedious and boring to me right now because it's just a whole bunch of half double crochets because I'm not onto the fun part yet. So I'll work on that later this week, in between working on this dress or top, whatever I'm going to end up doing. What else do I want to do? I don't really have any other plans. Mostly stay inside. Oh, Tuesday, we're planning on going to Flower and Garden. So maybe I could finish that one Coleus plant, whatever outfit I was working on. I don't think it's going to look good, so I'm probably not going to wear it. We'll have to look at it. I do have the mesh top. I've been wearing those, like the shrugs, almost every single day. I'm so obsessed with them. They're so comfy, and I'm so grateful that I made them and that I found the V-chain stitch. I do have that video coming. I do have to make some corrections. So in the pattern, I said 14 foundation single crochet. it's 15. I learned how to do foundation single crochet wrong 4 years ago. One of my mutuals called it out, and I'm so grateful for her because, like, holy crap, I didn't realize that I've been doing it that wrong. And like, it makes sense that I've been doing it wrong because I've always been like, why does it always have that extra chain? Now I know that I've been doing it wrong for 4 years and I won't be doing that again. I have to change that in the pattern, and then I have to change that in the video representation. So I do have to refilm that. So I don't know how many pattern testers I have. I don't think I have pattern testers in every size range, and I want to have the pattern out by the end of the month. It feels really rude to post it without having all the pattern testers that I need, but also I feel like if I can find anybody that I can trust, because I can trust my mutuals. My mutuals, they know me. They know how I feel. They know my emotions because I talk a lot on my mutuals only posts because, like, I don't know, there's something about posting on TikTok with my voice. TikTok, anybody can see you, whereas YouTube, you have to click on me to see me, except for maybe shorts, but like, not many people are watching shorts. I have a very unique thing, and like, if I pop up on somebody's For You page, then I don't know how I got there, to be honest. I don't like putting my voice out on TikTok because people are mean on TikTok and they have opinions. The bean soup thing is so real. One day I was on somebody's comment section and they were talking about like hair in recession periods, and me being somebody who always gets fascinated by hair in recession periods, 1940s, the 80s, 2000s. So I think hair is going to get bigger. Like, think of teased hair, similar to like the scene fashion. And people were like attacking me, and they're like, scene existed since '05, so it's not that. And I'm like, specifically DIY. Specifically DIY. And like, it's so frustrating talking about that because like, scene did exist in '05. However, like, it wasn't accessible for most people, and not everybody was online in '05. I wasn't online until '01. I'm pretty sure that's my very '01 or '03. That was my first Neopets account. Nobody had high-speed internet. Another thing with that, like, too, is like, people don't realize back then when what was popular on the internet was extremely cringe IRL. So if you were seen online, you never really showed it out of online culture. It's really hard to like say and argue that point in the comments when people are just like really like upset that you corrected them. And like, I'm not mad that they corrected me because I'm like, yeah, it did exist. However, not many people were DIYing their look, because if you're looking at people like Jeffree Star and like, I don't remember, Cat Catastrophe, I don't think that was one. I can't remember most of their names, but they all had hairdressers. Not many people were doing it themselves. And then on top of that, the clothing didn't become a huge like DIY scene until it started becoming popular in like Hot Topic. Like, yeah, people couldn't afford Hot Topic prices. So we'd find other ways to do it. Like, we wouldn't do the studs by ourselves. I specifically remember going to like this ma and pa shop and buying my belts there. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, scene was expensive. And it's like, it's not, if you know exactly how to do it. I would go to stores that weren't Walmart or whatever to buy my hair dye. I never bought Manic Panic I've never used Manic Panic or Arctic Fox. I have pictures of me from when I was a scene kid and when I went to my pastel goth phase after that with like this brightly colored hair. Never used Manic Panic or Arctic Fox. I went to beauty supply stores and I would get my products there because they had all those products there. I would say the 80s hair, I don't know too much about, but there was a recession in the 80s. I know there was a recession in the 40s because I'm very familiar with the 40s. So maybe I should have introduced myself with that, but whatever. I thought '08 was more like commonplace for people. Different locations had different like pop-ups. Like, it's the same thing with emo. Midwest emo, that was different from Florida emo, and Florida emo was different from Mexico emo, and Mexico emo was different from California emo. So like, there's a lot of different like strains of scene that popped up at different times. So we're both correct, but just wanted to throw that out there. I don't remember why I started talking about that. I think mostly just to like let you guys know that the hair is about to get big again. We were talking about sewing. So let's get back to sewing. We've got everything cut out. We have about a yard and some scrap change left. So I think it's not going to be enough to make shorts. Maybe a short skirt, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Maybe I'll make a short skirt out of black because I don't have a short black skirt. So maybe I can do that. And then I'll use this as like pockets or something. I'll figure it out. Pockets are easy to like remove and attach. Maybe I can like make some detachable pockets. I don't even use my pockets, so it's not really that big of a deal. It'd be nice to have like a little decorative flair or something there. All my pieces are right here. I'm gonna lay them down so I can film it for TikTok. I did recently mention in my shorts that I am taking a little bit of a break from fashion content. I'm just tired of looking at my face when I do makeup, and then I'm kind of tired of doing the same routine over and over again. I did try to do something a little bit different where I did like a get ready with me kind of out for the day thing. The end result was blurry. I got way more likes on that one than I have on my other outfit of the days where I just kind of stand and like show music, which I guess that's kind of the direction I need to go if I do want to continue. But like also the outfit reveal was out of focus. And I don't know if maybe it's because people are reading my caption and all that, because my caption was a little bit sappy and saying, hey, this is my sign to take a break from posting. I haven't felt much joy posting. I don't know when I'm going to post again. I want to now. Like I feel a little bit better, but also I need to take a break. I need a mental break, and I need to take a break from like posting short form content because I think I'm dry. I think I'm boring. I think there's nothing I'm doing except for showing music, and I'm not doing it in a good way. What I can do, I can do like behind the scenes videos of me just like pushing my fabric through the machine or cutting my fabric up. Maybe that's what I can do to show off music. And then later I can do a compilation whenever I finish a project and then leave it at that, because at this point I'm just like not feeling the get ready with me stuff. So, and we're back. So I took a little bit of a break because cutting and then starting to do all the dart lines and all that kind of stresses me out. It's not stressful, it's just that it's different and it's a change of subject, so my brain can't transition that well. I also edited a music video of music that I discovered on Discover Weekly. Oh no, not Discover Weekly. It was New Release Radar. So that's pretty neat. I think I might be doing mini playlists for a little while because I don't feel like getting dressed to do outfits of the days. But what got me off of TikTok was another millennial creator. I don't know if she's a creator. She was just talking into the mic. She was mentioning being 33. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm turning 33 soon. And I'm turning 33 on Thursday. So, like 4 or 5 days from now, I don't know if you count Thursday or not, but 4 or 5 days from now, I'm turning 33. And I don't have anything planned but to edit this video. And there is the sewing expo that's happening. Oh, and also one of my friends from Arkansas is coming down. So maybe I'll hang out with her. But that's all next week's video. The thing with the sewing expo is I've been wanting to go for over a year because I heard about it last year after the fact. I know I couldn't attend last year's, but this year I can because it's Thursday through Sunday. And I'm normally off on Thursdays. I'm probably not going to make it out on Thursday because of editing, but Friday I'm off. I don't have the money to spend, but also I really, really, really want to go and do this experience. I don't know how expensive it is to get in. If I promise to myself that I'm only buying one thing of fabric, or like trim or something that's unique to that station. To be honest, I don't know if there will be any spooky fabric artists or whatever out there. And if there are, I don't know how expensive it will be. Maybe there's like classes I can take, or I could just go get the vibes and then like know for next year what I need to do to prepare to go. Oh, I gotta feed my dog. Hold on. I want to go. I want to go and just experience and be in the atmosphere of other sewists because I want to get back into sewing. I love crochet, but I kind of want to get out of crochet for right now. Well, not get out. I want to do crochet while I'm sitting at my desk. That's the point of crochet for me. For a while, I was just sitting in front of my desk and crocheting and doing nothing else but crochet. And it's a hyperfixation. That's what that is. I'm not hyperfixated on sewing, but my TikTok For You page is getting back into sewing. And so it's kind of forcing me to want to get back into sewing again. But yeah, I want to go to that sewing expo. And I hope I do. I have the darts done on everything in the pleat because I think the sleeve technically calls for a pleat. But for sure, these are darts on the bodice. So I'm going to start with the bodice first. And then I'm going to attach the bodice together. And then after attaching the bodice, I will go get the shoulder, the sleeve. And then after the sleeve, I will attach the interfacing for the buttons, and then same with like the neck hole, that thing with the back neck facing. I'll get that done. I might wait till tomorrow to do the buttons because honestly, buttons are the bane of my existence, and sometimes my buttonhole maker doesn't work. If I can minimize all stress today, that'd be great. If anything, maybe I'll at least like get the buttons out of the package. And then if I'm feeling up to it, then I'll finish up the shirt. But I think honestly, if it weren't for me despising buttonholes so much, I could probably finish this today, but I doubt that I'm going to do that. So let's get into the sewing machine.
Sculpt like that, and then I figure what we can do later is add moss or fake
She's telling me it's illegal to sew. Is it illegal to sew, Tika? You gonna take up my little sewing area, huh? Taking up the sewing area, Miss Ma'am? You're lucky you're cute, but I need that petal. Please? Please? Cutie. I'm watching Haley Marie Vintage's video of attending Sew Expo. I don't think that my sewing expo or quilting expo is going to be quite as large as the one that she went to. However, with all the fabrics that she's doing a haul on and the patterns that she's doing a haul on, I think it might be in my best favor, whatever the saying is. It might be best if I just don't go. I do not have the money to spend, and I know I'm going to be tempted. I am somebody who just grabs and buys, and I need to be very careful of that, especially right now. Unfortunately, I think I will have to miss it, and that really sucks. But that's what I got to do to survive and, like, you know, pay the bills, all that. I do plan on continuing to buy tablecloths whenever I can. I still have like a backlog of fabrics that I can use and will use. I am obviously still working on that one pattern. Oh, I'm taking a break from sewing, by the way, because she made it illegal for me to sew. We're all up in the front. I took a little break and I ate food. Like I said, I'm going to try to grab that Kona cotton blend, like, swatch sample book. One of my mutuals made a post about it way back, maybe like last year or a year and a half ago, and I've been wanting one since, so I need to get that before I start buying like online fabric. Also got to get that yarn, so it's going to be a couple weeks before I can even think about spending money on new fabric. I just gotta be locked in my house for a little while until I can afford it. Like, I go out on these trips with my husband because it's one of those, like, he makes enough money to like be able to pay for both of us to have a little bit of fun, but I always feel bad, so I don't eat too much when we go out. I don't drink when we go out. We kind of like make that our one day to have a date, because like as a couple, like, one of the most important things in a relationship is to continue to go on a date. Losing the whimsy and the fun of going out and leaving the house, I think it's really important to just keep on showing each other new things and going to new places, or not even new places, like a third place, which is very rapidly depleting in the United States right now. But we like to go to third places so that we can have a little date night. It's in our budget to do, you know? It's not in our budget for me to keep on spending money on fabrics that I'm not actively working on. So I need a stash bust. This is a long-winded thing of me just saying stash busting. It's really important to stash bust right now. So Haley also mentioned that there's a zipper color card on WAWAC, and I will probably invest in that too. It's $39.95, so that's another, like, that's $150 about that I have to save up for all the stuff that I want. It's going to be a tough couple of weeks, but I think this would be really important for me. If I want to take myself seriously, will be very important for me to do, because I'm freezing on buying new fabrics. I don't think I want to freeze on yarn yet. I'm kind of freezing on yarn, but like not in the way that like I can't buy yarn at all, but just in a, I have to have a project that I need to work on. I have to have a dedicated project before I buy the yarn, not just, oh, it's pretty, let's buy it. I think that this will be good for me for the next few months. And then I should be ready for Halloween sewing soon. I usually start that around July. And I have some leftover Halloween fabrics. I also have a curtain that I have left over from when I changed my bathroom out that I've been wanting to make into a JSK or something. So that'd be really nice. I'm going to take another break. Don't know what's wrong with me mentally. I'm just not in the best state of mind to go sew right now. So I'm going to go lay down and watch some TikTok, and hopefully that will cure me. Wow, I didn't realize I wasn't recording the whole time. Well, it's craft and internet friends time with Cottagecore Land Girl, so I'm going to put her on. She started about 30 minutes ago, so I'll be there soon. I'm going to finish this project. I think I just got to sew up the bodice and the sleeves. well, the sleeves after that, but like the shoulder part, so shoulder seam, bodice seams, and then we can move on to the shoulders or the sleeves, and then we can do the interfacing, and then we'll probably take another break after that because Lord, that's button time. Ugh, too much. I forgot to do too many things. Okay, so this is how far I am with the bodice. I have all of this sewn together. All the seams are down. I have my little specialty seam. I love that seam. I don't know what it's called. Maybe one day I'll become a good sewist. So I cut this one where you can see the fabric because I ain't wasting no fabric. This is going to be underneath. So it's going to be left to right. And then the facing will go underneath here too. So it's kind of going to cover it. Not really, but I just didn't want to waste any fabric. So it's going to hide, and that's okay. And that way I know where I got this. I don't think I got this in 2019. I know I didn't get it in 2019 because I wasn't sewing yet. I didn't have a sewing machine. I know I got this sometime this year. So Fabric Traditions. I wonder if that's a random company I can just buy from because this is a cute little fabric. Like, I love all the spiders and the little spider webs. Very cute. Now I'm going to do the pleating. No, I haven't done the pleating on the sleeves yet. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then I'm going to put the sleeves on, and then we're going to get to the interfacing while listening to happy hardcore because literally that's what's saving me right now. My brain is so happy. I just listened to all 25 songs that I have liked from Cyril. I'm sure there's more songs I do like from Cyril, but I don't want to fill up my whole entire likes with Cyril, so I kind of just like only occasionally like his new music because he puts out a new song every single week. Imagine being happy after really diving into one of your special interests. Like, I know music is my special interest. I just don't know which style of music that I like at the time. It always confuses me whenever I start changing music paths, if that makes sense, music genres. I took piano since I was 5. I bet my parents feel real silly because they didn't get the daughter with a piano autism. They got the daughter with the listen and collect every song that you can autism. They don't even know I'm autistic, let's be honest. They know vaguely that I'm ADHD, but they don't believe that I'm ADHD. They think that I was just bored in class, which is literally one of the symptoms, but you know. Morning. It is the next day. Today is Monday. It's a nice gloomy day. I might actually open my window since it's raining. I don't think my neighbors will be walking back and forth with it being Monday. The kids are in school, so it's great. Last night I finished off on sewing or pinning the sleeves on. I sewed the sleeves on, but right now we're just doing the seams. And I've cut off the little extra bits, and I will be sewing down that seam real quick. I don't have a serger, and honestly, I don't think I'll ever get a serger unless it's deemed necessary. I know sergers are really, really quick, but like I don't have space for that. I think I do actually have a serger, and it's my mom's, and it's like a Juki, so it's a really good quality one. However, it's broken. So I need to bring that into a shop to see if I can get it fixed and then learn how to string it up because it's industrial and I have a hard time working with it. I wish my mom kept the sewing machine. That was like attached to a table. Like it was like a really good sewing machine. I think we'll have the time to finish off this top. I have to attach the interfacing or the facing. Yeah, the facing. And then I have to attach the buttons, which I've told you all before, I hate doing buttons, but at this point, it's just 2-3 more steps because I have to do the hems too. I'm excited. I'm going to have a new shirt. I also, after I finish this, want to kind of move on to making just a plain black dress. After the plain black dress, I might go and focus on crochet. I did get a little bit more done on my crochet, like cloudy sky project. Changed my mind again. So it's going to be solid half double crochet bandeau with strips. And then I'm going to make a bolero using white. So that's going to be the clouds. And then I'm going to make like a string that attaches down here because what I did was I did like a row of single crochet and then a row of the front post bobble stitch and then another row of single crochet. And then I plan on doing a really long foundation single crochet string and then attaching clouds to it or making separate clouds. So that way I can like kind of wiggle them into the holes so that they'll be hanging down. And that way it can like kind of string it around my body and then like cover up some, not really cover up, but like just do a little bit of extra pizzazz. I don't think I really want to make a hat because I looked at the patterns and I'm just not not feeling the hats right now. Maybe I'll make like a crochet hat, but like I doubt it. I might just do like hair accessories or something. Maybe make like a cloud hair accessories. That might actually be cute. And then for the pants, skirt, whatever, I have a white skirt already. I don't like the buttons on it because it's a brown button down thing. Might get around to making shorts for it, but before I get to around to making shorts for that, I want to make a skirt or like a jumper style, like overall skirt, I guess. I don't know what they're called. In Lolita fashion, they're kind of called JSKs, and I can't remember what it stands for. Jumper style skirt, I think that's, or jumper skirt, I think that's what it's called. I know OTK means over the sock, or over the knee socks. I need to refresh my memory because there's just a lot when it comes to Lolita fashion. After this top, I'm going to make the JSK, but like American JSKs or Judai K JSK. It's not going to be Lolita style at all. It's just going to be a simple over the shirt skirt thing. Erie Knots recently posted her new pattern, and I'm really excited to get to that because I've been eyeing it since she started, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this to be a thing. And once I get my hands on that, I'll be able to find like a yarn pattern or yarn color that I want to work with. I probably want to do like a lavender, like something really like pastel-y, like it's summer or spring, whatever. And I kind of lean towards the pastel goth thing in the spring. I mean, it's Easter, so a lot of people are leaning to pastel anyways, but like there's a specific kind of pastel I'm looking for. These pastels have like blue bases, if that makes sense. Like I don't like pastel like yellows or oranges. I like pastel pink and pastel purple because you can do like a blue base to it, and it gives it more of a like a deeper, lighter tone, like sky pastel, not Easter pastel, if that makes sense. That will be in the docket, but I don't think I'll be able to get to either of those this week. Next week, I think my husband and I have planned to go resort hopping, which I might actually bring y'all with. We like to go like to Disney and go to the resorts. It gets us out of the parks because like sometimes you get tired of the parks. We live in the Orlando area, so like it's one of the major attractions out here, and like we are tourists in our own city. However, everything in the city you have to spend money, whereas if you're going to the theme parks you really don't have to spend money. Honestly, if you don't want to spend money, you don't have to spend money because there's always something to do. So our plan is to like just walk around the resorts until we find like a nice open hammock, and then we're going to he's going to take a nap. I'm bringing my crochet and my earbuds, and probably y'all. I'm going to show you guys the view a little bit maybe, and then I'll be crocheting on the beach or something, but that sounds like something fun to do. If not that, then we'll probably end up at the actual beach one day, but that's a really far drive, and I don't want to do all that work. That's next week too, probably, or the week after. We don't know yet, but this week for sure, we're going to Flower and Garden, which I'll show you guys my outfit for that whenever we get around to it. The outfit I wanted to make for it, it's not coming along, so whatever, it's fine. I might just take that apart and then, I don't know. I feel bad because a lot of times I start projects and I just don't do anything with it, and I just take it apart, even though like there's so much I could do with it. It's a top, and like I think I could still make something out of it. All it needs is like 1.5 more rows, and then get the strips, and then match a stitch up the sides. I just don't think it's going to look good with this skirt. So that's why I haven't done it or like tried it on. I might work on it tonight. Actually, I will work on it tonight. That's what I'm going to work on tonight. And if it doesn't match together well with this and the little bolero or now I can't remember what it's called, the shrug. If it doesn't match with the shrug, the top, and the skirt, then I'll figure something else out. It's a really, really pretty top. Actually, let me go grab it so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So here's one side of the top, the front panel, I guess. I'm not making the back panel any bigger because I just plan on like sewing it up on the side and then hoping it stretches out because it will stretch out. I'm worried that it's going to be too warm. It is raining today, so I don't know if it's like a spring shower or if it's like a cold front shower. I'm pretty sure it's a spring shower. Let me double check. Yeah, so tomorrow's high is going to be, okay, that's fine. Tomorrow's high is going to be 77 with a low at 48. So actually, I might be able to get away with wearing it. I will finish that up tonight. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'll finish that up tonight after I get it all sewn up and all that. I'll probably do a try on here Oh, hold on. Sorry, one of my dogs started puking. I didn't realize which dog it was. I realized after I ran to the one dog that wasn't puking that the other dog was scratching on the back door because he's smart and he knows that he needs to puke. So he'll go outside. She just does whatever. Had to clean that up real quick. But anyways, what I was saying, I think, was that I'm going to try it on tonight. And if it doesn't look good together, oh well, so sad. I will wear one of the pieces. And if it does look good, then I will wear all of the pieces. I should have said this probably yesterday, but I didn't know what I was doing yesterday. I think I kind of like went over the plans and then never actually did any of the plans or never actually thought that through. I was just like, this is kind of what I want to do. Let's get back to sewing. Let's finish this up. At least get up to the buttonhole part and then move on to this because this is just a super simple, like all I got to do is the straps, sew it up, and it's gone. It's done. I just watched Carpetbagger's video of the Strawberry Festival, and I'm so good. Oh, there's a bird in my backyard. Hold on, let me go show you the bird. Burb. Burb. Hello, Burb. Bye-bye, Burb. Okay, well, anyways, I watched Carpetbagger's video of the Strawberry Festival, and I'm very, very grateful that I did not go to the Strawberry Festival this year. It was the last day, so it was very, very packed on a Sunday. I'm not somebody that likes crowds. I don't mind being somewhere that has crowds as long as I have a place to duck out, which Universal is great about that. Sometimes Disney is, but not as much. Strawberry Festival, like that's a lot more like homebody people, if that makes sense. More judgmental people. So like the way I dress is definitely being perceived in a you're freaking weird kind of way, which like honestly I am pretty confident in my style, so like it doesn't hurt my feelings. However, I just don't like people looking at me like that. So I'm glad that we didn't go, and I'm glad like we saved some money this year on not going. Maybe we'll make it like an every 5-year tradition because that's basically what happened this time. Last year we went to Strawberry Festival. It was 2024, and prior to that, I think we went in 2019, maybe 2017 or 18. I don't know. Either way, it's not an every year thing for us. It's a cute little festival and it's fun to like reminisce on how great that was as a kid. I do want to go to more fairs and festivals though, because it's like a really, really neat little like cultural thing for like each state. I love Carpetbagger's videos on state fairs because it's like really, really cute. I think I told y'all last week, but I watched Grace Face's video on her entry into crochet competition at her state fair or county fair or something. As somebody who also is like into fashion, crochet fashion specifically, right now I'm into sewing fashion, but either way, I'm probably never going to enter any of my sewing. No, no, no way. I don't think I'm ever going to get that good at sewing. That's so interesting. And it's something that I kind of want to do in the future when I get a little bit better at crochet. I don't think I'm a bad crocheter. It's just that I don't think I'm unique enough to be entering those competitions. I am unique, but I also live in a bubble of Orlando. So Orlando has a lot of alternative people. Okay, Winter Haven as well. Winter Haven surprisingly has, maybe I'm just seeing the same people over and over again, but there's a lot of alternative people out here in the Orlando area. I don't think I'm unique enough. I think that's every like alternative person's thing. They're like, oh no, I'm in my plain clothes. I don't look alternative. Look at me and say, that I don't look alternative right now. Like, I don't feel like I look alternative because I don't have my makeup on. I'm in my jams. Like, what about this is alternative, you know? But like, normal, regular people will look at me and be like, oh yeah, that person's a little bit weird, you know? I'm almost done. I am on the part of the facing where I had to like sew on the facing. I already sewed it together, like the facings to each other. Well, I'm in the middle of it. The video ended and I ran out of my breakfast, so I'm gonna go grab a cup of water and all that. But yeah, I'm almost done. I think after I finish the interfacing, I'm probably going to get the buttons, because I'm going to do 8. And then I might do the markings, maybe. That's a whole task and it kind of like, it breaks my back. So I might do the button markings if I can. If not, then I will go straight over to the computer room and start working on the crochet projects. I'm thinking and leaning more towards not wearing those crochet items, just saying. I might wear the bolero shoulder thing, whatever, shrug, because I'm thinking I want to wear my strawberry cow outfit. I don't get many times where I can wear the strawberry cow outfit, so I think it'd be a perfect time to do that. And then on top of that, I just want to like not be overheated. Because also with a skirt, I kind of want to like extend it down lower because right now it kind of just like, hold on, let me show you a visual representation. Right there is about where it ends. Even though it's about to get warm again, I want to make it longer because I want to wear something underneath. I don't wear skirts without wearing shorts underneath. I got chubby thighs. I need to wear something. Fun tip, if you're coming down to Florida, going to the theme parks, HHN, use deodorant between your legs. I know they have speed sticks or whatever, or like chafing sticks or whatever. Deodorant is so much cheaper. Use the powdered kind. Get the cheapest kind off the shelf if you need to. That helps so much. Reapply whenever you need to, because on top of reapplying it whenever you need to, you'll be in the bathroom where it's AC. Yeah, it's not desirable to hang out in the bathroom, but HHN is warm pretty much every single day until maybe at the end of October. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes we'll get like a nice little cool front. Even if it's a nice little cool front, it's still probably warm for you northerners. So definitely pack that in your bag. I might this year do another HHN like pack with me bag thing because like I did one a few years back and I did pretty well. And then I kind of like just fell off for a little bit because I haven't been feeling the whole posting like a normal theme park vlogger thing because I'm not a theme park vlogger. I wanted to be. And then I realized like how stressful that would be because you have to be on top of each and every single update. And then on top of that, like it felt like I was flaunting my wealth, which I'm not wealthy by any means. I'm not wealthy. However, there's some things in our lives that we kind of like budget for. HHN is definitely one we budget for. We budget for like the whole weekday pass or like the weekly pass, but we get the lowest tier. Not the lowest tier because the lowest tier is only September. I often go after work and it's my way of breaking up the traffic. That's one that's non-negotiable for us. The Universal Pass is non-negotiable for us. We already get in for free for Disney. Everything else like yarn and fabrics, that's where I skimp out. Also makeup. I haven't bought makeup in a really long time. And I think I kind of talked about that earlier this week, but I don't buy makeup anymore because, ooh, I don't know what that was. That was scary. Anyways, what I was saying is that we have some non-negotiable like budget things because like I was saying earlier, when you go out on a date, like it's always something different at the theme parks. And that's the only reason why we're like such diehard theme park fans. I love watching theme park documentaries too. The Fast Pass one, oh my, revolutionary. It's been out for a while, but like basically the spoiler is Animal Kingdom has been a testing site the whole entire time for Fast Pass queues and all that. What a phenomenal like documentary. And then also we used to watch oh, who was it? They're dating Jackie from Super Enthused, or they're married. They're married. Wow, it's been a while. I met him before he even started dating Jackie, and that's wild. At what's it called? L.A., Louisiana, a Mardi Gras. Because I used to work at Universal, and I was at one of the booths, and I looked at Exploration Theme Park, I think. I saw his little pin on his backpack, and I'm like, oh, you watch them too? And he's like, yeah, actually, I have this little button for you, and I don't know where I put it. I know I have it somewhere in the house. He asked me what my favorite video was. I'm like, I don't know. There's just so many, because like I wasn't too familiar with him at the time. I just knew of him. He's like, well, that's me. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen your face before. And like, his voice was a giveaway, but I hadn't watched enough of him. I watched like maybe 2 videos from him at the time. I didn't know what to say. And like I was at work, so like I wasn't thinking about what to say and all that. But he's really nice, by the way. He's very genuine. Yeah, I used to watch those videos all the time. So I feel like it was a hyperfixation for us. We don't watch every single like Disney vlogger. We used to when like before the 2020 explosion. It was our way for keeping up to date with everything. And that's what inspired me to start vlogging. Actually, I did start vlogging on this channel at the theme parks. Come on, buddy. Come on. Little buddy. Come on. There he goes. I kind of started this channel actually doing like music series kind of where I like took music from Disney movies or historically accurate movies or whatever, because a big trend was Bernadette Banner and I think Carolina, I forgot her Zabrowska. They were doing series where they studied historical fashion and if it was accurate in the movie or not. So I was like, oh, well, I have a lot of music knowledge, so maybe I could do that. The one video I did, it was like a Cinderella one. No, not Cinderella. It was something older than that. Sleeping Beauty. I took Sleeping Beauty and I studied and did all of the music, learned what kind of music it was. I wrote it all down. This was during the pandemic. So everything was closed and I had a ton of time. And at this point, I didn't realize that I was neurodiverse. I did this whole entire like story or documentary or whatever, basically saying, no, it's not accurate. It's not historically accurate. This kind of music didn't exist. And I talked about the historical accuracies. I wrote everything down, and I had the hardest time sticking to script because I am not somebody that can stick to strict scripts. I think I did one script heavy, and then I moved on to hair because that's the kind of stuff I did. And then I discovered TikTok, and then I was like, oh, well, that's where I'm going. And I did a bunch of short content. Before I did that, actually, I moved on to theme park vlogging. I'm gonna be honest here. It was like weird to do that in front of other people, especially since I was working there at the time. Well, in a theme park at the time. People knew me, so they would be like, oh, you're also a vlogger. And it was kind of like awkward to share that. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So I put the camera down for a long time and just focused on TikTok. In my TikTok, I was also doing like Disney and Universal, like short vlogs and all that. And I don't remember if I was doing like prices and all that, like writing information down, but that stressed me out too. I kind of just like started doing more and more. And then I started like breaking away from the theme park one. And especially in like not post 20, well, yeah, it was definitely post 2020, but like in the recent years, maybe 2022 or something, I stopped doing Disney content because I was like, I don't want to be associated with the Disney people. I'm not trying to be mean to them, but like their group, their cliches, clicks, they're like very tight and very kind of judgmental. And I've even found snark pages, like a snark website, and it's really stressful, and I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it. I'll still do like HHN vlogging posts, and every now and then I'll do Universal vlogging posts. Sometimes I'll do Disney if it's like a special enough day, but it doesn't happen often where I do like short form vlogging content anymore, because my husband, one of his hyperfixations is food. His special interest is fish, and fish like kind of leads into food, and like he is a culinarian, so I don't know. He loves discovering food and exploring food and all that. That's one of the things that we do to relax on our days off, is he likes to eat food and try new foods. And so that's kind of his way of splurging. He has video games. He spends like maybe $15 a month because of subscriptions and all. That's our way of having a date night, is that we both know that our special interests, or our hyperfixations rather, because I think the theme park one was a hyperfixation, are in certain areas, and it just so happens that it's like that. And my best friend is also, that was one of her hyperfixations as well. We all kind of have that hyperfixation, had that hyperfixation together. I think we're all like kind of slowly backing away from it. It's a good place to hang out because there's always something different to do. Even though we're doing kind of the same thing, there's always something new to try. I don't know how I got here. I got my water. It's sitting right there, but I need to get back to the sewing room before I forget that I'm sewing. So, my husband just texted me, the fish sandwich is back at Popeyes, and it slaps so hard, the fish sandwich. Oh my God. So Popeyes releases it for Lent, because during Lent, most people like, they give up meat because that's part of Lent. Because of that, they do fish. Fish doesn't count as meat in many religions. And I think, is it Chile or something? It doesn't, capybaras don't count as meat. Fish sandwiches back at Popeyes. I am pescatarian, so this is great news for me. It slaps. They make it super spicy. Well, not super spicy. It's spicy. They spice it to the same like flavoring as the chicken, I think. And everybody talks about like the spicy chicken from Popeyes. I'm so stinking excited. I think that means they have the strawberry milkshake back too, or strawberry shortcake. I think they had a strawberry shortcake last year. So, oh, also speaking of, I already told you, I'm gonna wear my strawberry cow print outfit tomorrow instead of the Coleus watermelon plant thing. I think I still want to finish it, but I'm going to wear the strawberry one. I am at the part where all I have to do is add the buttons. So I had to do all the like the measuring and all that. I'm only doing 4 and 4. So I think what I want to do, I'm probably going to do like faux buttons on one side, because I don't want to do all that buttoning up, to be honest. The other side, I'm just going to do real buttons. So real buttons down this way, and then faux buttons down this way, because it's supposed to just be this way. And plus, like, all the interfacing is right here. So maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Nah, I'm not going to do both. I'm going to do one side right here, real buttons, and then down here it's going to be faux buttons. That's going to be nice. I'm going to take a break because I can feel my neck straining and my back hurts, and I kind of want to go play video games or be on TikTok, whichever is easiest for me. Okay, crochet time. Maybe. This is where we are so far. I haven't done the straps yet. I just wanted to try it on to see the way I felt about it. And I'm not gonna lie, this one, I don't like this color. I love this color by itself, but with this outfit, I just don't think it's given what I want. I want it to be more purpley. I do like the way it's coming out. However, I'm in the bathroom. Let me pee. My body's telling me I need to pee. Okay, we're back. So I like the length of the skirt. Let me see if I can get my foot still out so I can get all up. Yeah, so I love the length of the skirt. Actually pretty okay with that. I'm gonna have to wear shorts underneath, but it's nice and breezy, so I'll be okay with like wearing shorts underneath and then it won't be too warm. This top doesn't go with this skirt. It does because the stitches are very similar. However, this top going over this skirt, even when I tucked it under, it didn't look right. Let me tuck it in real quick. Okay, now that it's tucked in, it doesn't look as bad. Actually, it might look okay. I didn't tuck it in all the way, so don't look back there, but it doesn't look too bad now. However, I still think like this doesn't match this. It's that this kind of looks more like orangish to me in this light. It might be too much crochet. There's no such thing. However, it might be. These two colors go very well together. I love these two. This feels like an outlier, so maybe I just won't wear this. I'll wear this and this. But even then, like, I don't know. I would ask what you guys think, but we're going tomorrow. I like that the strings are coming out here, and it's just like the way that I have it like where I tie it in, so no elastic because I don't want to do elastics. I think that's just too much crochet. This pattern doesn't match this. This matches this, but not all the way. If I took this off, let me take the top off. So imagine I have the little straps. If I took off that top, then this actually does look fine. Okay, actually, this looks fine. I'm going to wear this tomorrow. I'm probably going to get a little bit chilly. I need to do the straps real quick, but this looks cute. This is backwards. I can see that it's backwards right here, so I need to flip this around when I wear it. This actually, I do kind of look like a flower, so that's kind of the goal. That's what I want to do. Straps, and then we'll be able to wear this tomorrow. We have 2 sleeves done. I'm worried about tomorrow being cold because it's supposed to only get up to 77. And that's chilly to me. Although I'm wearing crochet, I did wear crochet 2 weeks ago, and it was too cold for me then. I think I'm gonna have to make sleeves or like wear a jacket over this or bring a jacket with me, like a sweater or something, because I'm going to be cold later on in the day. So I have that 3X sweater I could wear. That one's black, so I don't know if I want to wear that one. I don't have any other color though. Could wear my little vampire cape, but that's definitely not going to match the vibe. But like also, does it really matter? I just want to be warm, so I'm going to have to figure something out. But it's done for this, so I just got to sew them on, and then that will be all. After that, I will start doing my hair. It is 9:30. I don't want to soak my hair and get it done because I have too much hair for it to be soaking wet and then expect for it to be dry by tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to dry do it. So instead of putting water in my hair, I'm going to do like pin curls, but with the pin curls, I will use some like gel. And then after I have it all pin curled up, I will just like wet my hands and then tap it on top. That's my best solution for if I don't want to take a shower or if I just don't want to wait that long for my hair to dry. It has its ups and downs, but I am too lazy to cut my hairstyle. Okay, we have the straps. I am quite proud of this one. I did a pretty good job in making a front and back. So the front goes straight up, but in the back, it kind of comes in at an angle. So it kind of like hides it doesn't really hide the bra strap, but it's trying to hide the bra strap. This little back area is a little bit far back, but that's also okay. I don't really mind. Maybe I did that unevenly. Yeah, that's a little bit uneven. Who cares? This is for me. I don't care. I will definitely probably have to wear a shirt underneath this, but I think this came out so much better than I expected it to. I would love to one day like make little decorative, I don't know, dangles from here. That's in the future. This is a very nice shirt by itself, so I'm not too like upset about it at all. Like I don't think I'm upset about it in general. So this is going to be very nice to wear by itself, and then I'm going to wear the skirt and then hide this part. In hindsight, I should have probably made a bolero for this because it's going to be cold, but I also didn't think that it was going to be cold, and I kind of wanted to make a bolero that was like hot pink so I can like match the hot pink on the Watermelon Coleus. This just doesn't match that hot pink. So the hot pink matches the lime green Just that, this is just too much. Let me try it with a little sweater on. I'm definitely still going to be cold. My legs are showing a little bit too much for me not to be cold tomorrow. It doesn't look awful with this sweater on. It doesn't look great. But honestly, that's going to be towards the end of the night. I do have a capelet that matches this color, so maybe I can try that real quick. I don't think it's going to match with this, though, and that's my issue. So let's try that real quick and then see how I feel after that. This one doesn't work either. It's the skirt this time that doesn't work with it. I mean, it's cute. I think it'd be for a different day, maybe different skirt. But I don't hate it. I just don't love it. How are we feeling about this? I kind of feel like it's giving a little bit Renaissance, but like not Renaissance, but like more, maybe more Viking. It's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. I do like that it's covering my arms. I don't like exposing up here. I don't know what it is. I just don't like looking at it. So I might actually do this tomorrow. I gotta figure out if I like the skirt combo or not. I kind of do. But I'm still going to be cold at the end of the night because my arms are showing. I have a pair of stockings that I've been meaning to DIY out of, so let me try that. They're spiderweb stockings, so let me go cut them real quick. Okay, no, but yes. Yes, because I do love that I now have sleeves that are all spiderweb print. They're very, very cute, and I can't wait to wear them with another outfit. And no, because like, did I say no? I don't know. Yes, because I like the sleeves. No, because it doesn't match what I'm going for. I did like this outfit before without the sleeves. Let me take one sleeve off and then, oh, I'm stuck. Help, help, police. Don't actually send the police. No. I think it looks pretty neat this way. I don't remember if I've worn this out to Epcot yet or not. This matches this, so I kind of give plant, and that's kind of the goal, is to look like a plant. Not an industry plant, though. Just a regular plant. Just so we're clear, I am not in the music industry. I would wish I could be. Like, I'd love to make clothes for, like, bands, goth bands specifically, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Probably not pop because I don't know. I feel like I'd have to want to listen to pop music, and that's not very often. Not that pop music's bad. It's just like it's not my cup of tea all the time. Back to topic. I think this side looks okay. I think maybe I could wear this. Let me see what it looks like with the hood on. Maybe I don't wear a hairstyle tomorrow. I don't know. I love wearing hairstyles. It's fun. Kind of cute. Kind of like pixie-ish. I think it's all right. I feel like I need more flowers. I do have a flower crown, but I don't really want to wear that with this, if I'm going to wear this. I do feel like I will be warm. Yeah, because you can kind of see the gap where the sleeve doesn't quite meet up to my underarm area. This is cool. I'm glad that I finally cut it up. It took me months. So I think this is going to be the outfit for tomorrow, like this. Yeah, I think this is it. And then for the legs, I'm just going to keep them bare. I should probably shave them, but whatever. You can barely see the hair, so yeah, this is cute. Am I wearing it backwards again? Yeah, I am. But that's okay. I don't feel like changing it right now. So tomorrow, this is the outfit. I will bring my sweater when I get cold so I can change out of this and then put that sweater on. I am always so scared that these little hearts are going to fall off because some of them fell off while walking around in a restaurant and I never found them. I never recovered them. I don't think Michael's has them for sale right now because it's Valentine's Day stuff. If they do, maybe I'll go buy some more just in case. But yeah, I think this is it. This is cute. So now that I'm done with this, I'm going to do my hair and then I'm going to work on the cloudy bandeau thing, whatever. It's just a whole bunch of half double crochets and it's really boring and tedious. And then we'll go to Flower and Garden tomorrow. And then I'll be back probably finishing or working more on that. And then after that, it should be Wednesday. So I might start working on the dress thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Wait, I'm back. I want to revise. I don't feel like it's giving Viking. Well, especially now that I'm not wearing the capelet. Now that I'm wearing this flower crown, it kind of gives tropical, specifically Polynesian tropical. I hope it doesn't feel like I'm appropriating because that's not what I'm going for. I wasn't trying to go for that in the first place. but it kind of like gives the grass like skirt right here, and the tops like usually I feel like the tops are usually just bandeaus or like I don't know. I don't really know much about Hawaiian culture or Polynesian culture in general. These aren't tropical flowers. This is a true 1940s hairpiece, by the way. And I'm really sad because I don't know how to repair it and I wish I did. I hope it's not giving appropriation because I'm not trying to go for that. I'm trying to go for like a plant. I like it with a flower crown. So this is going to be the normal outfit. And then when I get cold, I'll put the capelet on. And when I get really cold, then I'll probably ask to go home. For realsies, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm getting ready for flower and garden. I'm thinking of doing like green somewhere in here, like with this nice little Urban Decay. So I was watching Curiosity. I don't know how to say their name. Marcus. They're a crochet pattern designer. The video is about like pattern testers and like doing calls for pattern testing and all that, and the types of pattern designers to avoid. And luckily, I don't fall under the category that he was talking about, like the MLM pattern designers, where you have to like have a certain amount of followers to become a pattern tester. Wild thing to do. I know I'm a very small artist and I probably will never get to that level of making a pattern testing call like that. I do plan on making a pattern testing call soon on my business accounts because I just don't think I'm going to have enough pattern testers for what I want to do currently. And then I also believe that I kind of want to make some stuff. I have a friend from work who I don't think I have somebody testing in her body range. So I might actually make it for her. I gotta text her and see if she'd wear it. But if not, then it's fine. One thing that Marcus mentioned was to pay your testers. Marcus specifically mentioned paying them like with an extra pattern. The least you can do is give them a free pattern. And that being said, I do plan on giving them the free final written pattern. But like, I want to be able to give them money to pay for the test because they're using yarn that may or may not have been in their stash. I know one of my mutuals, oh God, please don't fall, bought new yarn for this test. So I definitely feel like I should compensate her for that. And then I have a couple others that pulled some yarn from their stash, which is fine as well. But like still they're using yarn that they purchased prior to this. And I feel like it's like not fair of me to not have a wide range of patterns to give them and like have them do all this work for nothing, you know? Yeah, they're getting a pattern and they're getting my first ever crochet pattern, but like I don't think that's enough. I think they deserve more, especially for all the work they're putting in and all the feedback they're giving me. I've gotten a lot of corrections and I'm like, oh damn. I did put some corrections in already. A lot of my corrections are wording because I do have a hard time reading in general. Words for me, I have to like shorten them up and then some people need more details. There's one thing I need to change because like when you chain two and then turn, a lot of people use that as the first stitch. So I need to reword it to where I say chain two and double crochet in the first stitch. And instead of saying, because like, I don't know, I feel like that one's a weird one. I am not somebody that reads patterns very often either. So maybe this is my own mistake. I'm more accustomed to pattern charts now. And then on top of that, I just kind of freehand everything. I kind of read quickly what I need to do. My brain does this. It ignores the first stitch because a lot of times they'll call for chains in the beginning, but I do foundation single crochet wrong. I'm getting that right though. I'm fixing that. I never think about that, so I do have to change that. But like when I become a better fashion designer, better crochet pattern maker, I want to be able to compensate my pattern testers. I think I already mentioned this, but I did send out just to my mutuals because I can trust my mutuals, and even if I can't, they're still my mutuals at the end of the day, and I respect them for following me even though I have like weird takes on everything. I don't mind if I get any ghosts. Like that's what Marcus was mentioning. Be aware that you're going to get ghosts. It's not the end of the world. And I agree. It's not the end of the world. It's going to suck when it happens, but like honestly, what is it? I'm going to put it up for free anyways. In a way, like I'm going to do a free version of it. So it really doesn't hurt me. And this is my first pattern. If it was like a really big pattern, then fine. But literally this is just rectangles. And I'm teaching something that's kind of like already out there in a way. So it's not that big of a deal to me. Anyways, all that to say, in the future, whenever I get better at this, I really, really want to be able to compensate my pattern testers because they deserve it. They're working really hard. They're using up their own stash. Yarn's about to get really stinking expensive right now. They deserve it. So here's the outfit for today. I am pretty okay with it. I did take off my shoes, but I'm wearing heels today. This is from a dress that I bought back in like 2019. I don't wear the dress very often because it's strapless and I don't know. I only feel like it's good during spring. This lights up actually, and I don't remember how to turn it on. Maybe I'll get around to it at night. 1940s. So almost everything is still the same. I changed my mind on wearing the capelet, but also I do have these two that I'm going to pack. So this is a skirt and this is my sweater. I was wearing the sweater a little bit yesterday. When it gets too cold, I'm going to switch to those because like I'm always cold. And there's a lot of good food. There's a lot of plant-based foods and even pescatarian foods. And I'm very grateful for this time of year because as a pescatarian who mostly eats vegetarian, vegan, this is just the best time of year. I'm going to wake up my husband. We're going to go and then we'll be back. And then when we get back, I will show. Oh, last night, by the way, I started on a rug or a blanket. So I had like some old yarn sitting in my pile and it was like some kind of fluffy yarn and I don't plan on working on with it ever. It was part of a project I was doing way back in like 2021, I think. Every time I come on here, I have to pee. Give me 1 second. What was I saying? I don't remember. Something along the lines of, blanket. I've been thinking about going to Bok Tower Gardens a lot lately, and I want to go out there and do like some little crochet shoots, and then like, I don't know. I've talked about it in previous vlogs where I want to go out, take some of my fashion, and then take pictures of my outfits, my designs, and then, you know, just enjoy the ambiance because they do have one of the only bell towers in the States. So Bok Tower Gardens is when rich people actually decided to invest in the local community. I wish that was still a thing now. Our best bet is investing in crypto and then forcing us to buy into it. Ugh, what a shame. What a shame. Money's not going to the right places right now. Anyways, aside from that, I want to go to Bok Tower Gardens and listen to the carolyn singing while crocheting. And I thought it would be really nice to have a little blanket for it. The project I was working with for the yarn that I am taking it apart from or frogging from, it was supposed to be like this nice fluffy like sweater. But this is back in like 2021, 2022 when I was making it. And it's just way too warm down here. I'd only be able to wear it like maybe twice. And it does not warrant using all that nice fluffy yarn to make. I also didn't get the right colorways. I don't know what colorways I was going for, but it's just enough to make like a decent sized rug, maybe a 2-person rug or blanket rather. I'm not planning on using it as a real blanket, but it's like this polyester yarn. I don't know how to describe it. Sweet Snuggles maybe, but like the big stuff. So I'm making a spiderweb rug. Maybe I should have done double crochet, but I decided doing single crochet. So you start with a magic circle and instead of alternating each other row, you do 1 increase 1 and then the next row you do 3 increase 3 increase. You just keep on going doing the same like 1 increase 2 increase 3 increase, so that way it kind of like makes that little point, and after that you'll surface crochet. I'm only on like round 10. I'll show you guys later tonight, but I'm on like round 10. My hand hurts from it because it's like a bigger hook. It's like size 10 hook, and then also I pencil crochet, so it's like having to grip with my thumb like really hurts, but I want to get it done before we go to Bok Tower Gardens. The flowers are blooming right now and I'm a little bit jealous. We're probably not going to make it in time to go smell the flowers, but plans. We have a lot of plans, just not enough time to do it. I think that's why I stress out during like the winter, because like winter there's nothing to do and then immediately plan. Yeah, gotta wake up my husband so we can show off my outfit at the Flower and Garden Festival and then maybe get Popeyes, but I doubt it because there's gonna be a lot of good food at Flower and Garden. So see you later tonight. Good evening. We're home. I had some thoughts about my dress that I want to start, so I'm not gonna get around to it tomorrow, I don't believe. I have other projects I have planned. The dress, I want to do like upside down crosses using the fabric that I am using for the blouse I'm making right now. I'm going to do that and then probably do pockets at the bottom using that same fabric. I think that's gonna be like a nice little tie-in to the blouse. It's gonna be really fun, and that way I don't feel like I have to get my makeup and hair done because I haven't been feeling it lately. Also, I told you guys I was working on a spider web blanket. Here it is so far. It's not super pretty, but I think when it's worked up, it's going to be really cute. And then once I do the surface crochet, it's going to be really cute. By the way, I got so many compliments on my skirt. A lot of people didn't notice the dress or the top because I was wearing this, and then my backpack kind of covers that it's all crochet. And then when people got close up, they noticed that it was like two different pieces, and they're like, "Oh my god, I love your dress." I'm like, "It's actually two pieces." And so it was really fun to talk to people. I had one person, like, we talked extensively. I think he's a drag fashion artist. We talked a little bit, and I got to break the news to him that Joanne was closing. He was super nice. I ended up talking to his family and all that. They were all so sweet to me, and actually his family had complimented me earlier that day, which is really fun. I'm very proud of the skirt. I might do a tutorial on it on YouTube. I'm not going to do a, like, what's it called? I'm not going to do a written pattern for it, I don't think. It's one of those because, like, it's a loose fitting skirt. So maybe I can. I'll look into it. I'll, like, put it out there and see what people prefer, because I haven't posted the video yet. I'm starting to get better about, like, only posting whenever I feel like it, and, like, whenever I finish a project. Well, okay, I'm just starting this, where I start posting only when I feel like showing off my finished project. If I want to share a music piece, or if I want to share what I'm doing. I want to change my whole entire shorts, reels, well, it's just TikTok. I just want to go back into sharing music until I'm sharing off the outfit. I don't like doing outfit of the day videos. I love sharing music. I don't mind actually, I changed my mind. I don't mind doing outfit of the day videos. I don't like doing hair and makeup videos all the time. I burned myself out on it prior to this, but I came back to it shortly because I'm like, I don't know how else I can share music without being boring. And then I realized I'm bored of watching my face while I'm doing makeup. So I know other people are bored of it too. So I'm like just going straight to sewing or crochet, doing like a POV or whatever while sharing whatever music I'm listening to. I think that's the best way for me to share music. And I don't know if I want to extend it to YouTube. For now, I'm just going to keep it on TikTok because YouTube, I don't think many people are. I don't know if people are following me for the music taste. If they are, then I will still be posting travel vlogs. I don't know what else I'll be posting. I mean, finished project vlogs, and then maybe sometimes outfit of the day vlogs or outfit of the week things. Oh, I'll do music playlists too. So I have one loaded. I'm just waiting till Thursday to post it. So anyways, we're gonna work on the spiderweb little blanket for a little bit because I want to work on it before my arm starts getting tired. Once my wrist starts getting tired, then I'll start working on this little guy. Oh, please, no. Oh, you catch. I have quite a few rows left to do of this. I don't know how many because I mixed my stitch markers together on accident. So it's all just going to be measured, whatever. Because this isn't going to be a pattern that I want to put online anyway. So I don't know if y'all are blurry, but to me, I look blurry. I spilled beer on my phone, so I need to wipe off my lens probably, but sorry if that's affecting y'all. Sorry. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 12th, the day before my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Tomorrow I will be spending all day editing, so yippee. I was editing the video for my outfit that I wore yesterday. And fun story, I sewed the front panel on backwards. I'm not extremely proud of the top, to be honest, and I was, like, for the longest time debating whether or not I should keep it together or not. At this point, I think I might just take it apart and recycle the yarn for another project. I'm not somebody that likes to wear strapless clothes anyways. I don't know. It's just not for me to be wearing it, and I don't know what else to wear that shirt with, that top with. I don't have very many clothes that I could probably wear that top with. Nobody noticed. Not a single person noticed, except for me when I edited, that it was backwards. So it's not a big deal. I'll try it on with a couple other shorts later on to see if that, like, it matches the vibes of another pair of clothes. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna scrap it and use all that yarn for something else. I think there's like at least one full skein of yarn in there, probably 1.5 skeins of yarn in there. But the skirt, I think I want to do like a video tutorial on how to do it. It's not something I want to do to measure. So I was looking at my bank account and I'm like, oh, that hurts. But I don't think I could sell enough patterns to help get myself out of that rut. Going to work, I'm not getting enough shifts at work because, I work in the tourism industry and it's slow season right now. Tourism industry is one of the places that are hit the hardest when there's a recession, and it's been officially announced we're going through a recession. We're going to be hit hard, and I need to find different outlets to make money. I don't believe that selling patterns is going to get me to where I need to be financially. I will probably be opening up my Ravelry to sell custom items, or not Ravelry, my Ko-fi. Because Ko-fi, I'm not going to have to spend as much money to like sell stuff. I've had two sales on my Ko-fi before, and they don't take out as much taxes as your Etsy account does. So if I'm selling anything, it's going to be through my Ko-fi. Also, I'm going to start making more video tutorials on some stuff because I think that would help boost me into the algorithm. I don't like doing stuff like that, to be honest. I want to be more natural and be myself, but I know that there's certain things that work for the algorithm. And if I can do like short little patterns here and there, that will help boost me and help me get a little bit more subscribers. I hate asking for this because I just don't feel like that's me. It's not me to ask people, hey, subscribe and like, because like, I don't know, it kind of feels like begging. And I know I mentioned this last week, but like, I'm not here to like be the biggest YouTuber in the world. Like, I've been trying to do like social media or like video media, whatever, since I was like 16, and I'm 32 right now. So 16 years, maybe even prior to that, when I first discovered YouTube, I was trying to get into like YouTube and all that. As I've grown older, the more I'm like, I don't want to become this big, huge superstar YouTuber. That's not my life goal, but it'd be nice to make a little bit of money here and there, especially since we're going through a recession. I was talking to my husband last night. He's a culinarian and I'm a garment maker. I want to become a gardener as well, make my own victory garden. It's the 1940s, baby, and I am well prepared. Make do and mend. I want to start my own like little raised bed garden. I do have a coworker I was talking to recently. He just started his garden. He took a 10-day vacation from work just to start his garden, which is really, really nice. He's growing pumpkins and peppers and herbs, a lot of herbs, because he's into teas and all that. And I was talking to him and I was like, hey, so you have those skills. I have the garment making skills. If you need, we could just do trades. And I think that's where I'm headed as a neighborly person. Anybody I work with, I'm going to be like, hey, you have those skills. If you want to trade your skills with my skills, because we're not going to be able to afford anything. The tourism industry, I'm scared that I'm going to be fired soon. I have a little bit of a higher seniority. I've been with the company for a while, but not long enough. Like, I started in 2011, but I took a break from working there to go do other things, thinking that I was going to become this like big honcho boss manager thing. That sucked. Like, that lifestyle sucked. So I ended up like burning out. Now I'm just like a part-time employee. And I know the solution is to work more, but personally and mentally, as an ADHDer, it's so hard to work to the capacity of a normal person without feeling like I'm going to have a mental breakdown every 2 seconds, you know? I hope this doesn't give away where I work, but my location where I work, we have a soundtrack, and I'm a music autistic. With music, I have to be able to hear a variety of music, and I have to be able to hear like good music. And like, not everything I listen to is good. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scene kid, so I know my music taste isn't the best. However, at least there's a variety of what I listen to. My work's soundtrack is less than an hour loop. So if I were to work 8-hour days and hear that soundtrack, and one of those soundtracks is kids singing out of tune, I would literally go crazy. I can't do it. Mentally, I can't do it. And that's what sucks about being ADHD. It is a disability. I wish that I wasn't disabled mentally. Like, it sucks to admit it. Like, the older I get, the more I'm like okay with admitting that I am mentally disabled. But I can't do things that I pushed myself to do so much when I was a kid. I'm scared to like start kicking myself in the butt and like start doing more like pattern making and selling, because if I do keep on doing that, I'm going to burn myself out of this, and I don't want to do that. But like I don't know what else to do besides like get a job at like my local grocery store. But I think I'm on a ban list. I did not give a 2 weeks notice because every time I started burning out, I would leave and burn the bridge. I need to get my life together, and I'm stressing out because I know that we as a country are going through a recession. And I personally have a lot of bills to catch up on. The only things I can afford to do are my phone bill and my dentist bill. I hate to admit this, but I'm scared to get formally diagnosed for autism. I have been formally diagnosed for ADHD, but I know the stipulations of being formally diagnosed for autism, and I study history, specifically 1940s. And even though I'm more of like a fashion music history like studier, I know what happened in World War II, and I don't want to be on that list. I've already got issues that would put me on that list. I don't want to like another reason to be put on that list. Sorry that this is getting like super, it feels like it's getting fear-mongery. This is something that I think about a lot. If I don't keep my hands and brain busy, that's just the way my brain moves. It just goes down negative, and I can't afford a psychologist. So welcome to America. Going back to what I was talking about, the top I might take apart to recycle the yarn. The skirt, I already started on another one. Here's the other one. I'll probably take this apart so I can start making like a tutorial of it. And then I'm going to start probably trying a lot harder to get into markets, because I think markets are going to be a little bit more easier to handle than working on like website whatever, because Etsy sucks right now. I don't have Shopify. Ko-fi's not something that I can like generally advertise, if that makes sense. It's not made to advertise your shop. It's made to like have patrons to your art. I get like 4 views. I think the highest views I got on one of my videos was like 100 something views, and it was like kind of a clickbaity title. Not really. It was more like me cleaning my spooky bathroom, and I don't clean my bathroom often. Crochet is such a niche thing. Like what I do, garment making, is very niche, and it's a lost skill. Maybe this is my calling as we go further and further into recession. I think that would be beneficial to us as a society, to teach people how to like kind of make clothes, you know? I gotta stop talking. I'm gonna keep on falling down this rabbit hole of sadness, of regret. It's not regret, but like knowing what's coming, especially if it keeps on going the way that it's going. Oh, it's scary. It's scary, y'all. We're working on the blanket. So the first one, I just kind of did a circle. But this one, I decided like at the increase sections to do double crochet, and then next to the increase section to do half double crochet, and then do single crochet across. So I think this would be like a good base for like what a normal, like, I guess, hexagon or spider web. That's what I'm working on, a spider web blanket. It kind of gives like the pointed edges, which is what I'm really going for, instead of relying on just the increases to give the pointed edges. And that way, like, whenever I get around to doing the surface crochet, it will line up a little bit evenly. The next row, when I get back to the pink, is going to be just the single crochet with the increases still. But like every time I go to the next one, it kind of gives it the extra oomph, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't do or think about that in this circle. But I think if you look at like a normal, well, I'd say maybe normal-ish, whenever people are drawing spider webs, they start out with a circle and then they kind of do like the things, because it's kind of the same, right? I don't know. We are on row whatever 10 increases are, or 10 single crochet 1 increases. So probably like 12, 13, 14. Yeah, somewhere around there. I think this is going to be a pretty decently sized blanket, and I'm very excited because I have all of this yarn to use, and then I have all of this yarn to use, and then I have the black yarn, which really doesn't matter how much of that I use because it's just an accent piece. So I will say my hand, I'm having to like crochet like this and then like this, and it's just really hard on my hand. So this is going to be a very slow project for me, but maybe I can make a pattern for this one. It's one of those, like, I don't feel like it's a good thing to make patterns out of everything because I feel like I'm gatekeeping the activity. but like I still want to offer a free version on my Ko-fi. So maybe that's what I do. I don't know. It's so tough thinking of how to do this, you know? Ugh, rough. The difference between my hook for the blanket and the hook for my clothes is extreme. My hook for my clothes is 3.5 millimeters, and I think this one's a 10. It says Prim Zero. I don't know what that means, but it's really big, and it's like relaxing to me to not have to like crochet like this. I don't even know how I crochet. It hurts my hand, like literally hurts my hand. But with this, it's just like a little pencil, and like it's really nice, and I kind of feel like an artist, like with a little paint like brush. I don't know. I'm working on my cloud one again because my hand started hurting pretty badly, and I don't want to stress myself out just to get that finished because there's no deadline. I worked up 2 more rows after the row I showed you. I don't feel like picking it up because that pile is like ready to topple over. So we're gonna hopefully get more than halfway done with this by the end of the night. Hopefully. I don't know how much that's gonna be because I messed up my stitch markers. After that, I really, really can't wait to start working on this white yarn because I think what I want to do is like similar to the sleeves when I originally made it, do the puff stitches, but like make it into an actual proper shrug, like one of those vintage shrugs where it's just like one long rectangle and then just cinched. So that's going to be pretty neat. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually make sleeves for it. We'll see when I get around to it. I can't wait to get to it though. I've been on a journey to look for my cotton seeds because it's cotton growing season. You're supposed to plant them like late March. And I do have like kind of raised planters or whatever. I have like little troughs style planter that my mother-in-law got me when I first hit my gardening phase back in 2020. I can't find them. I've looked everywhere I could think of in my house, and I just don't know where I put them. I thought I put them in a box. I know I put them in a little sandwich bag, but I don't know where else I put them. Like, ooh, it's really unfortunate because like I really, really want to start growing my own cotton so I can start winding my own yarn. That would be so, so nice to have my own yarn. I'm looking at cotton seed prices, and there's like Arkansas green lint cotton, so 16 to 20 seeds. I don't know if this is a reputable site. I mean, I'm sure it is. It's called southernexposure.com. But like I also want to try to not spend money, but I don't know where else I can get cotton seeds. I know Amazon has it, but I don't really trust Amazon. I'm not going to lie. Like, oh, what if they give me like really bad product, you know? What if none of the seeds are viable? I mean, there's this one that's $12.96 for 100 seeds. I don't know. Is that small business? So maybe it is viable. There's one for $9.96. It's the same kind of cotton, and it's 50 seeds. I really, really want to grow my own cotton so I can start spinning my own yarn, or at least send it off to somebody else to spin their own yarn, because I think that would be something like beneficial as a garment maker to grow on my own. I know getting the seeds out of the cotton is really frustrating, but I think that's where I'll step in and I'll actually like pick the seeds out and then ship it out, because I don't want to get into dyeing my yarn because that's expensive. Everything is expensive. But if that's something I can trade for free yarn, you know, I really want to start doing stuff like that that will benefit me. Egyptian cotton, 20 seeds for $9.39. I don't know the difference. Well, like, I don't know what kind of yarn I should get. 1 pound, 3,500 seeds for $40. I don't need that much. So I might actually go through Amazon for this. I don't know. I just want to make sure that I have something for me to garden. Sorry, there's a mosquito in the house. It's that time of year. As a fiber artist in multiple fashions, as a garment maker, it's beneficial. I don't think I'll ever be able to weave my own fabric. That's a lot of work. On TikTok, I watched this person plucking wool from like a sheep, and I don't know what she called. I don't remember what they called it. Basically, it's just pruning, I guess. They're shedding their winter coat, and I've been watching other fiber artists start spinning their own yarn, and I don't know. I don't think spinning is for me yet, just because it's another hobby on top of all the hobbies I already have. I don't know. It looks like so much fun. Like a little bit goes such a long way. So I'll see if my husband's okay with getting this for me, because maybe I can ask for it for my birthday. Get little cotton seeds so I can start my own little cotton garden. And then on the side, I'll have like potatoes and corn because those are easy, super easy to grow just for food and vegetation. I mean, those are both starches. So maybe I should like think about some leafy greens to put in there. Probably just like red leaf lettuce, but for sure, I really, really, really want to grow cotton. So here's where we're at right now with the top. I still got to do the straps, but it looks pretty good. It's not very tight down here, which is going to be fine because I'm going to add a little string, and then this is where I'm going to have the little cloud dangles from the string. I'm worried that this is going to fall down. I can't do tube tops. I don't know how anybody does tube tops. It does not work for me. Maybe they use elastic or something. Not for me. I don't think I want to make it higher. I could make it like a short cropped V-neck, but I'd rather not do all that math because I might actually make this one into a pattern. Not sure yet, but I also want to add like little picot stitches, but like more than just picot, but like big old dangly things right here that aren't really dangly. It's just like embellishment. And then after that, we can move on to the bolero. Actually, I might start working on the bolero now because the sleeves, like, or the string, whatever, that's not going to be too hard. Maybe I did 40 in acrylic, so maybe 50 in bamboo because I know this is going to stretch out. It's already like, see? So I got to be careful about that because my shirt that I wore yesterday kept on kind of slipping down. And it could be just because like the way I was wearing my backpack and all that, and it was like kind of just naturally slipping down. And I need to be very wary about where I pin these because I didn't pin this properly yesterday or for yesterday's outfit, but that's okay. So we're gonna probably work on the bolero, and then if I get much progress on it, then I'll show you. But it is Wednesday night, so I don't know how far I'll get. But I still have a closing note, I guess. I don't know. I'll say goodbye later if I don't finish. Whatever. Oops, never said goodbye last night. So goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.